Hello everyone. So my name is Aditya and today we'll be starting with our first introductory lecture in the series of Python. And today we'll be coding our first program, that is the Hello World program. Most of you guys will be knowing that Hello World program is the basic basic program that prints Hello World to the screen. Like it is a convention to start with this program, so we'll be starting with that only. So, also to mention, I would not be using any offline IDs because there are many problems with that. You have to install the interpreter and some heavy softwares. I personally don't prefer that. So, in this series, we will be using is Google Colab. You just go to the browser and search Google Colab, and you will land at this website. So, in this page, we'll start with clicking on File, New Notebook, and it will take some time, I guess. Yeah, so it has loaded. So you will see this screen, uh, and this is where we'll be starting with our code. Now, the benefit of Google Colab is that you don't require any interpreter, compilers, or any text editors in your system that are heavy, and I don't personally prefer that. You can also install them, and also this provides us huge amount of RAM, which I'll be showing you in a second. It will be displayed here. Like RAM helps us in running the programs in an efficient way, and Google Colab provides us around 12 GB of RAM. So, yeah, so you can see here we have got 12.72 GB RAM and 108 GB of hard disk space. So, this is so cool and so much better than any offline IDEs or text editors. So now we'll be starting with the coding part, and we'll be printing Hello World on the screen as our first program. So this is the area where we'll be writing our code, and just click here and the cursor will be pointed placed there. So in Python the syntax is very basic. It is just like English language. You just have to give commands in a language that looks pretty much like English. And yeah, so very basic syntax, and we'll be seeing here. Like if I want to print hello world, I'll just write print braces. In here I will I will type quotes or double quotes, and I will write hello world. Yeah, so in many languages you have to uh, place a semicolon at the end of the statement. In Python you can place a semicolon or you can remove it. It's your choice. The program will run in the same way, exactly fine. So to run this program we have to click on this icon. You can see we have got a little pop-up that shows run cell. You can also use the control plus enter shortcut key to run this. So I'll click this, and it has printed hello world on the screen. So you see this is pretty fast and pretty amazing than any other text editors that you get offline. So yeah, we have printed our first program. We have coded our first program, that is a hello world program. So you can also write more code. You can edit this only, edit it in this style only, but I'll just click on plus here, plus code, and it will give me an other box. So in this, I will print hello world again, and I will show you a different thing. In many languages, you have to put like in many languages like C and C++, you have to put double quotes to print a string. Now, what a string is the basic, very basic line like the hello world, or you can say my name is Aditya. Anything that contains letters or characters is called a string. Combination of letters and characters is called a string. So, like hello world is a string, and in many languages, like for example C, C++, Java, you have to put double quotes around them to print them or to use them. In Python, you can use either double quotes or single quotes. In this, I'll show you how we can use single quotes to print our program. We'll again print hello world program, and I will just run it, and you can see it ran exactly fine and exactly the same way as the previous program. Now I'll show you one more thing. You can also use semicolon at the end, just like this, and it won't affect our program in any way. It will run just exactly fine. Yeah. So this is our hello world program, and this is how we print anything on the screen. Now I'll print something another, like hello there, my name is Aditya. So I'll just run it, and you see it has run successfully. So I'll delete this. I'll show you some another thing now. Yeah. So what if we have to write print I don't like apples, right? So it will run just fine, like we see in the sorry, like we see in the previous programs. Yeah, I don't like apples. Here, see, we have used double quotes instead of single quotes. Now, what if I use single quotes instead of double quotes? Print I don't like apples. Now I try to run this, and you will see instead of running, it gave me an error, invalid syntax. Now in Python, the errors are pretty much basic and easy to understand. Like it showed the arrow where the syntax is wrong, and it is telling us that the our syntax is invalid. Now why our syntax is invalid? You see, in here the color coding is not same as the above line. Like the color is somewhat different. What the problem is that we are using single quotes, and in don't we also use a single quote, so our string is defined in just this space, because single quotes are used to terminate any part of the string, and we have used single quote here and a single quote here. So Python doesn't move forward with the string and doesn't recognizes this part. So it only recognizes this part, and for Python this is crap, it is junk. So it shows us an error. The method to use is, you put a backslash here. This is called the escape character, and when we'll run this, it will work exactly fine. Now we have to put a backslash where we have a special character. In this case, this single quote was a special character for our program. So we have just put a backslash in front of it, and Python will ignore it and move ahead. Now, in order to avoid such problems, I personally prefer using double quotes, like like we have seen here. I will show you once again. I don't like studying. Now, this is helpful in many ways. Like if you are somewhat careless in writing your programs, and you write and you put double quotes instead of single quotes, it won't show an error. So it works exactly fine, exactly the same way as the single quotes, but I prefer it slightly more than single quotes. Now we have seen how can we run our very basic program, that is a hello world program, and how we can print some strings or characters to the screen without any problems. In next tutorial, we'll just move to some another basic concepts like variables and constants, and will I will from the next lecture onward I will start giving you some homework so that you can practice it at home, and yeah, and you understand everything that I explain in the next class. Please tell how was the first lecture in the comment section, and if there are any suggestions or any pointers that we need to follow, please mention them in the comment section. We'll be happy to implement them in our next lecture. Thank you.